Hi everybody, Lou Hobaica, Hobaica Services. I'm here to invite you to my upcoming webinar, R-22 Refrigerant Phase-Out and your home air conditioner. What you need to know before it's too late. So if your current air conditioner still uses R-22 refrigerant, I'm going to be providing some critical information you're not going to want to miss out on. If you don't know whether it does or not, I'll give you some tips so you will know. It's that simple. In addition, I'll have some really special offers with huge discounts for you. And for all those that attend, I'll have a whole host of freebies. Plus, I guarantee you'll walk away much more knowledgeable about your home, your comfort, and your AC. And we're gonna have some fun. Because with Lou Hobaica, we always have a little fun. Cool. So I hope to see you there. Not gonna wanna miss out on it. And just for being with me today, I'm going to give you some value right now. Some tips on how you can stay more comfortable in your home and keep your AC running. So hold tight, I'll be right back. Hi, Lou Hobaica, Hobaica Services. I'm here to share with you some information on how to keep your AC running and how to keep cool here in Phoenix, Arizona. So let's get something cleared up so we can all get on the same page. I'm certain we can all agree that living here in Phoenix, Arizona, it can get quite miserably hot. So what that means, in our home, we rely on our air conditioning a whole bunch to stay comfortable. Without AC, we would not be able to survive here. So it's really, really important we keep our AC running. And if any of you ever had your AC fail on a really hot day, you're laying in bed trying to get a good night's sleep in a hot house, in a pool of sweat, I guarantee nobody's happy, and mom ain't happy. That's not a good thing. So keeping your AC running is really important. So today I'm going to talk about filters. And I'm certain you've asked yourself this question over the years: what's the best filter for me to use and how often should I replace it? So that's what I'm going to talk about today and give you some tips on how you can choose the right one. So first and foremost, let's talk about restriction. Filters have different restriction levels, and you want to make sure that you put one in your AC system that isn't too restrictive. So let's look at restriction from a different perspective so we can get an understanding here. Say you're an avid runner, more than a hobby, you really love to run, and you enter marathons, love to enter marathons, and you got this big upcoming marathon, and you're going to enter it, and you're not just entering it to run the marathon, to be part of it, but you're entering it to win. So you've been training really hard all year long. You want to win this. So you get to the marathon, you're getting all ready to go. They're going over the rules and regs, and they're passing around a roll of duct tape. And the instruction is to tear a 6-inch piece of duct tape off of this roll for all the participants. And you're like scratching your head, what's going on? But what you have to do to be part of this race is you have to take that 6-inch piece of duct tape and cover half of your mouth. So that means you only have half of your mouth to be able to breathe while running this marathon. Now you think about it. You've been training all year long utilizing your whole mouth to allow the air to come in, to provide oxygen to your blood. How well do you think you're going to perform using half of your mouth? Not very well. Well, your AC is no different. The filter in your AC needs to be chosen appropriately so your AC unit can run effectively, efficiently, without having any problems. So I'm going to share with you some tips on the right filter to choose and how often to replace it. There's a lot of filters out there in the market. You go to a hardware store, you go online, there's a lot of different things to choose from. What do you choose? How often should I replace it? So let's start with the most basic filter. And this is everywhere. Manufacturers recommend this type of filter because it is the least restrictive filter. Standard 1-inch disposable, costs you about $1 to $2. It does not provide any indoor air quality, so improvement of your air quality. It will filter down to about 10 microns, which is the size of a dust particle that you can actually see. It will keep the AC unit coil fairly clean, but you're required to replace it once a month. All right, that's number one. So let's go to number 2 filter. And we have a 1-inch pleated disposable filter. And if we compare that to the standard 1-inch disposable filter, you can see all of these pleats here, and the material isn't as see-through as the other filter that we just went through. Now these pleats, if we took these end caps off and we stretched out this material, this would be 2 to 3 times more material than the standard air filter, right? So that allows more surface area. There's a thicker material which is going to provide better indoor air quality. So there is some indoor air quality benefit, and it will filter down to about 3 microns, which is the size of a mold spore. And life of this filter, anywhere from 2 to 3 months. But what's important about this filter before you buy and put one in is you need to have your AC system with ductwork tested for air pressure. It's called static pressure. It's the same as your blood pressure in your veins in your body. It's no different. Your ductwork in your air conditioning system are the veins, same as your body. And we need to make sure that the pressure in the system can accommodate this filter because it is 3 times as restrictive as a standard filter. So before you put one of these in, thinking you're going to provide some indoor air quality and better filtration benefit, you want to make sure it's not going to harm the efficiency and effectiveness and longevity of your air conditioning system and cause it to break down. And as I've shared in the past, some of my other videos, the #1 reason your AC unit will fail is because of a restrictive, dirty filter. So we don't want that to happen. So let's look at, one thing I didn't cover is the cost of this filter, typically $5 to $8 as compared to $1 to $2 for a standard disposable. All right, let's go to filter option number 3. This is a 1-inch electrostatic filter. This is a high efficiency filter similar to the 1-inch pleated. However, it's washable, it's a permanent filter. So the benefit here is you don't have to throw it away after 2-3 months of use. It provides pretty equivalent filtration as compared to the 1-inch pleated. The cost anywhere from $50 to $200. One of the big benefits is it'll last 5 to 10 years. But one of the big caveats is you need to keep this extra clean. So you really need to focus on cleanliness. This needs to be washed out with a high pressure sprayer nozzle on your hose once a month. So you're gonna backwash it. If the air is coming in on this side, you're gonna wash from the opposite side to push the air out. Let it drip dry fully, and then you can reinstall it. And then in addition, I would recommend 2 to 3 times a year you go to a car wash with a really high pressure spray and you blast it out. Because this, if it becomes restrictive, will be very harmful to your air conditioning system, its efficiency, and its longevity. And you don't want that system to fail, because no one's gonna be happy. So real similar to a 1-inch pleated. And we're going to go to option number 4. Now this is the big dog. This is a 5-inch, very high efficiency pleated filter. Now we take a look at these pleats and you can see they're very tightly woven, very close. So if we took the end caps off here, this would be a mega filter, probably about 8 to 10 feet of filtration. So a lot of filter media. This is the least restrictive filter, provides the best indoor air quality for you with allergies and any issues that anyone in the home has breathing. Cost of this filter is anywhere from $50 to $200, and it ranges in all different levels of efficiency. And the filtration benefit here. It will filter down to a 0.1 micron, which is the size of a smoke particle. So that sounds like a really big and optimal, a big benefit and an optimal filter to be able to utilize. The downfall with this filter is it won't fit in any standard air conditioning system. The system has to be retrofitted to adapt for this filter. The best scenario of this filter is usually when you replace your system, you can install a filter cabinet that will accommodate that filter. So that's a little bit about filtration. Oh, and lastly, the big dog filter, they'll last up to 6 months. So they're gonna last you a long time. You're paying for the best filter. I have them in my home. I've been using them for years. They keep your system clean and they provide nice, healthy air for you and your family. So hopefully you've received some benefit from filtration. You have a little bit better understanding. If you'd like to learn more, watch me on YouTube. Hobaica Services is our channel. Visit our website at hobaica.com, or on your app store, download our new app, Hobaica Services. There's all kinds of great value there. One thing I can promise you, you'll like a Hobaica. See you soon.